Hello everybody, this is FREDDY and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. We are here with the modern zoo build, whatever the hell I'm calling this. I really don't know. But anyway, we're here because I have a very special episode planned for you today. Now, by the title, you will probably have already guessed what I'm doing in this episode, but what I am doing in this episode, in case you didn't read the title for whatever reason, is I'm going to be trying to build Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria inside of Jurassic World Evolution 2. Now, is that going to work? Unmodded, probably not, but we're going to try it anyway, because you know what? I am a persistent son of a bitch, and I will try anything once. So, we're going to try to build Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. We're going to do it up here. Now, my question is, do I have a building that looks like I want it to? Okay. That's not terrible. Facility, that's not gonna work. Here's my thoughts. Doors, right? Security doors, right? And then maybe we'll put like a visitor shelter or something inside it. Although the visitor shelter would have to be connected to a path, so maybe not. See, this is where things get a little weird. Well, let's go ahead and do what I want to do, which is like the dining hall area of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, because the game does give me perfectly long tables. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and do this, and will you fucking that? Okay, there's 6 tables. Now, obviously, I can't do like the black and white flooring. Actually, maybe I can. That kind of works, actually. That kind of does work. That's crazy. Wait. Hold on, I love it. If we can get, yeah, like that. Okay. Because we want, oh, Jesus. And then, like that. That. That looks like, and we kind of ruined it. I'll figure something else out. I don't like that. And also, I should probably make the floor before I do the tables. That would be smart of me, wouldn't it? What the hell? Actually, what am I doing? Duh. Man. That looked too weird. That looks too weird. The problem is it's all curvy-worvy, and you can quote me on that. Curvy-worvy, okay? I need it to be, like, checkered, and that's not what that's not what it's doing. So, unless I can make it, like, hold on. Unless I can do, okay. Because that's a checkered pattern. That's still doing the weirdness. Why does it do that? I hate the way paths are built in this game. Why is it not a flat angle? Kind of pisses me off a little bit, I gotta be honest. But here we are. So, alright, yeah. So we're gonna not do that part, but, I do want to do something. So let's do, maybe, just the regular path will do. Ooh, I know what I can do. We can build this like this, okay? And then we can do a checkered pattern on the inside. Well, not really a checkered pattern, like a striped pattern, basically. a path going up and down the list here, or the list. But you know what I mean. Yeah, like that. Looks very cool. And then we'll put this in the middle. Then there'll be a little bit of weirdness, because oh. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm struggling a little bit because because I'm trying to think of like how to do this. Okay, first of all, let me do this because I don't want it to be right on the path. I want it to be a little bit off because I want it to have like walls like the pizzeria does. Okay. We also want it to be a little bit longer than it is. We want it to be kind of like that. Okay. Now here's my new idea, new plan. Okay. Like that. Mm-hmm. And then make like a cross pattern. Okay. And then we'll fill the rest of that with this. I think it will be cool, and I think it will be neat. If it would like to work. There it is. Yeah. I like that. It's not exactly the right pattern, but it's also huge. I'd like to point out. It's also gigantic, which is not at all what we're going for here. Hold on, wait. Because this dining hall is only going to fit like 6 tables in it. So, hold on, wait a minute. That's more appropriate. For 6 little tables. In fact, it's a little big for 6 tables. So frankly, let's start with that, honestly. Because it doesn't need to be huge anyway. Boom. 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 That's kind of it. And then we'll just put like the stage at the back, which again, like I said, I can't really make an actual stage, but we'll put Freddy back here. It looks a little daunting, actually. Just a little bit. It looks a little bit daunting. Let's see how we feel about this. I mean, it's kind of getting there. I need to make decoration. You know what I need to do? I know it doesn't make any sense because it's Freddy and not Foxy, but we should do Pirate's Cove. Because that makes the most sense for what I can actually do in this game. Because I can do, like, the palm tree decorations and, like, the tropical tree decorations. And, we can put a Spinosaurus back here, which would be really cool. We can name him Foxy. It'd be really fun. So, I'm thinking that's what we're going for. Now, that being said, I don't know how we're going to do that. Or a red Baryonyx named Foxy. Because he's got, like, the sickle claw in his hand that makes it almost looks like, okay. See, this is why, when I get the creative juices flowing, things sort of pan out. Oh, also, hold on. Before I put Freddy in there, let me put some walls down and see if that's going to be a problem for us. Because, oh, gee, well, those walls are huge. Yeah, those are too big. So let's use the main wall. Those are much better. Yeah, there we go. Just line it up with that table right there. And then let me go ahead and just back that on up here. there's that part. That looks very good. And what we can do is we can kind of cover up the bad connection job with torches. Or big bushes. Wait a minute. I'm onto something with that. Big trees. But not any of these big trees. Yeah, there we go. Cover up the bad connection job with some trees. Kind of, sort of. We'll also maybe put some stuff on the inside to kind of cover it up a little bit. Okay. So there's Freddy Fazbear's. Well, the front of Freddy Fazbear's. It's not great, I gotta be honest, but it's something. Now, yeah, this is coming along kind of well. You know what? This is more, instead of like Freddy Fazbear's, this is more like Fredbear's Family Diner or something, or like the Pizzeria Simulator map, where there's like one animatronic or two or something, and like it's just gonna be one because it's gonna be Freddy. But this is kind of appropriate. I kind of like it. All right, let's see if I can do. I wonder if I can just do this. Oh yeah, and then just kind of put a flat connection here. Ooh, I hate it. Ooh, I hate it. Okay. And there we go. Does it make a lot of sense? No, but it's fine. Because we can't put... Hold on. Let me try something here. Because I have an idea. And I know. Dangerous thinking, I know. Me thinking is not a great idea, but here we are. I'm doing it anyway. Because what I'm thinking is... Okay. If we put it like that. We go over here and put this one like that. Okay. Where it's lined up pretty well with the other one. And then, yeah. Because then I'll have enough room back here just for one of those. That's excellent. And then, yeah. And then we can kind of... Now, this doesn't work, clearly. But... Ooh. Do I have enough... Wait, do I have enough room for one of those? That would be awesome. That would be awesome if I could fit one of those in there. Wait. Oh, damn it. Maybe. It doesn't fit. Hold on, let me do that, because I want to, maybe, wait. Hold on, I'm kind of an idiot for what I just did there. Because what I can do, actually, is kind of make it work. And what I mean by that is, I can kind of, I can put this right here. Okay, so there's the building built. Oh, hold on, wait a minute, that's off. And it's gonna bug the shit out of me. It doesn't actually physically matter, but, like, it's gonna bug the shit out of me. Do I have anything that, like, could serve as a wall that's not huge? That's not bad right there. Oh, that's terrible. Never mind. That's not bad. Bruh, that's awful. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's like a, I don't know, like a wall piece. Is this flat on the back? It is, but that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't cover the wall. Those are too damn big. Or else I absolutely would use one of those for it, but it's too big. That's not bad right there. Wait a minute. Do I like these walls? Do I like this wall better? Oh, this is the corridor walls. Would that work better? That would work better, wouldn't it? And it would be an actual building. Paddock gate closed. This is stuff from the T-Rex paddock. Alternatively, we could just use these big-ass things. That's a little too much. Corridor wall 1. Got like... Wait. That's kind of... Hold on. I kind of like this, though. But the problem being that, like... Oh, wait, the corridor walls... Wait. Will work for what I'm trying to do here. Hell yeah. It's not the smoothest thing I've ever done in my life, I gotta be honest. It's not the nicest looking thing I've ever built in my life, but at the same time, it's also not terrible. There we go. You know what? No, hold on, wait. The other one makes more sense. The first corridor actually makes more sense than the second one. It can also get kind of right up in there, which is more what we're looking for. Now, what I want to do is I want to put that mural in and see if I can make that like the stage backdrop for Freddy. And then put him right behind it. Or right in front of it. Okay, we're going to have to move the tables, but that's fine. Because, frankly, the tables weren't really in place to begin with. Right up close as he can to the stage, or to the stage, quote unquote. Let me walk in here, see what we got going on. Okay, so from the outside, this looks really good. Honestly, it really does, and we can put like plants and like rocks and stuff around to really sell the whole like building aspect of it, because that's fine. But then when you walk in the door, oh, this is cool. I love this. This is so good. I mean, the open roof plan is kind of not great, but this is really good. I love this. It's not perfect, obviously. There are a lot of things going on, but that's really good for a stage, and it'll light up at night. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be good. Speaking of night, I think it's about to be, isn't it? So that's cool. We'll look at that at night as well. So there's that. Now, the rest of that area is going to be a Spinosaurus habitat. Because I don't really know what else I'm going to do back here anyway. As far as like, we could connect this to like the Africa section and put like the Tyrannosaurus, or I don't know if there are any African dinosaurs in this game. I gotta be honest. Well, we could do like Africa and Madagascar, so we could do Majungasaurus maybe or something like that. We will see. Anyway, yeah. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Now, one of the things I do want to do is kind of along the lines of the lights in the original game, because obviously the stage would have a bunch of lights next to it and like around it and like stuff like that. See if I can get this light right under Freddy. There we go. And then let me go to the light color. Plus we can see what it looks like at night. Paint light color. That's actually really cool. We're going to make this red, and we're going to make this one blue. Actually, we're going to make it blue, and we're going to make it green. No. Blue and yellow? Blue and orange. I'm not sold on these colors, I got to be honest. I like the red, though. I like the red and the blue. Yeah. What about red for... Ooh, wait. What about purple for in front of Freddy? Oh, purple doesn't light him up, though. Damn. Okay. So we'll do white then on that, because we want to be able to see Freddy at night. when he's lit up, and then the lights will be red and blue, and that'll be cool. Okay, all right. So there's that, and then one of the things I do want to do is, just because it kind of makes sense for what we're doing. Oh, those are lagoon decorations. Oh, those are the ones that have lights. Okay, got it. Got it. Figured it out. Okay. It doesn't make a lot of sense, because obviously it's like a big camera post, but we're going to put it right there. Just as a nod to the original, like, games stuff. Because it's a security camera post, so that's going to make, that makes a lot of sense. That's very cool. And then we'll put, just something else to kind of, really sell this point. Put a Jurassic Park visitor shelter right next to it, just in case. You know, you never know. If Freddy decides to start eating my guests, we want a visitor shelter for them to run into. There we go. That's actually really cool. And then, yeah, then we can cover some stuff up. Now, my idea for that, my idea for the cover-up is going to be lights. Okay? Because lights are cool, and they will help me cover up some of the messes I've made. I'm going to put them at the back, too. Just, I mean, that doesn't really make any sense, but, like, you might see it from the back, and if you do, I don't want anybody to be like, oh, look at this. It's not done. Let's see. And yeah, see, they're too far away. If I could get them right up on top of each other, it would be fine, but I can't. So that's too much. But see, it's lit up pretty fine at night. Let's go in there at night. See what's going on, because I want to make sure. Like, oh, that's very cool. I actually love it. Is that bad? I actually love it. It's so cool. Okay, let's put a couple of... I'm going to put a couple of decorations in, just to kind of, again, like I said, just kind of sell it. Is there like a... I know there's like street carts. Is there like a gift shop one? Or like a gift one? Vendor stall, burgers, hot dogs, ice cream, cold drinks. The cold drinks one's not bad. Wait a minute. I did it backwards. I didn't realize there were people on both sides of it. So, my bad. There we go. It's like a cold drink stall. We can actually do a couple of different ones over there. So we'll put that one over there, and then we'll put some trash cans around, because it's an indoor building, so it would have some trash cans. Put an ATM in, sure. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but... I mean, actually, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It kind of does, actually. There would be an ATM inside of a pizzeria. They would want you to get money out to spend money on your children. So, that does actually check out. So, there's that. And then, yeah. Okay, very cool. Are there any canopies tall enough? No. And they're all obstructed by the bench. This... We might be onto something with this. I'd still like to say I did pretty well. I think I'm not going to do the stage cover, only just because that's kind of unmodded. And I'm trying to keep it as unmodded as possible. Now, of course, these walls here wouldn't be a thing. So we'd have to use like a rock or something. Or like a wall, something or other. But basically speaking, it should be fine. Let's see. Camera post. Oh, wait. That's a more appropriate camera post than the gigantic one. Because Because that actually makes it look like the security camera's in the building. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't make much sense that the one's pointed the other direction, but I don't care. Is that actually animated, or do they stay the way they are? They stay the way they are. Okay, wait, hold on. That's got to be pointed at Freddy, then. There we go. We got to have the one pointed right at the stage, because that just makes sense. Okay. Very cool. Alright. I'm happy with it. Hold on. No, I'm not, because I need trash cans. And then I'll be happy with it. Just these little round bins. In, like, the corners by the stage. And then right by the door as you leave. Yeah. There we go. Alright. We're going to put some decorations in here, because I do want to have as little grass showing as possible. So, frankly, we will put some decoration in here. I just don't know what. But maybe a fountain or two. If I can get them to go in there. And not be totally stupid about it. Okay, there we go. There you go. Couple of fountains along the back wall. Maybe a little hall, something or other. Now, that doesn't make a lot of sense, because you wouldn't have a tree indoors, but... Actually, wait, hold on. Better idea. Just a little planter, maybe. Rather than an actual full thing, you know? There we go. There you go. Excellent. Yeah, just some plants, you know? Something going on there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and stand up this area, because... For one, stuff has been built here, but for two, this is going to be like the Pirate Cove area. So I want to make sure we have the proper stuff going on. Now, originally this was supposed to be like the hotel area, but I don't think I'm going to do that over there. I think I'm going to do that over here. Or over... do I even care about the hotel area? What's our accommodation rating? Because if I don't need it, why do it, you know? That's kind of where I'm at. Oh, a dangerous storm is incoming. Great. I don't know why I did all that. I can just look at accommodation rating. My accommodation rating is at 85%. Okay, so I will need something. But maybe we'll still do it. I could still do it. We could do it around Freddy Fazbear's. There's already a building damaged. It's not even been like 2 seconds. And why does it have to be the aviary? Stop that. Stop trying to let my damn aviary dinosaurs out, will you? See what Freddy Fazbear's looks like during a storm. Holy shit. Looks pretty bad. So, now that we've kind of spent a bunch of time building Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but you know what? I'm glad we did, because it's small and it's quaint, but you know what? It works. It works really well, and it works surprisingly well. Let's put it that way, because I really didn't expect this to look anything like a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location, but honestly, especially from the map view, if you look at this from the map view, look at that. That's Freddy Fazbear's, okay? Like, it's crazy. It's like I said, it looks more like the Pizzeria Simulator map, where it's kind of small, and there's not a lot going on, but that's fine, because you would put, that's exactly what Fazbear Entertainment would do. You wouldn't put a big restaurant in an already established park. You would put something like this, a small, you know, eatery that doesn't really amount to much, but it's still the same kind of thing. It's very cool. So anyway, aside from me fanboying about that, let me go ahead and do... We're just going to kind of cover most of this in sand for what I'm about to do. I'll put some grass down in the actual exhibit. Make it a little more maybe swampish. Although Pirates Cove is supposed to be about pirates and sand, so maybe I won't. But tropical, perhaps. There we go. Because right behind Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is going to be Foxy. And we're going to do it in the, well, Foxy, which in this case is... Do I want it to be a Baryonyx or do I want it to be a Spinosaurus? That's something I don't know. How big is this fence, for one? Oh, plenty. Plenty large enough. Let's do... I really don't know. Genuinely don't. Oh god, I choked. But I genuinely don't know what I want to do for that. Because here's the thing. I could easily just make it a Baryonyx. I could easily make it a Spinosaurus. I could do both. We could do... Okay. An idea here just hatched in my brain. Okay, because do I have... I have all dinosaurs like each other, right? So, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm checking there. Easiest way to check would be to go to a dinosaur and see what's going on. Likes everything. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's my idea. I think what I'm going to do... There it is. Hold on one moment. I'm going to cut all around this bullshit, because I don't know what's happening. Fucking piece of shit. God. There you go, TikTok. Are you sufficiently... Whatever. Alright. So what I'm planning on doing, I think, is we're going to make like a big river, which... Not as big down there, please, thank you. But a big kind of river, and then we're going to bring this all the way around too, but again, I want to shorten it on that side. We really want that to seem like it's like an extra piece of the river. There we go. Because it doesn't really look much like a river, I gotta be honest, but it's fine. Because there'll be a little like a grassy island in the middle here. That's kind of what we're looking at. Or what I wanted to do there. No. We'll have to do it with, I like the tropical, I like this kind of grass right here. It really sells my whole tropical point. Actually, no, it doesn't. There's, I've never realized that does not have, there's no long grass in that. It's just a bunch of crap. Here's some longer, there we go. There's some brighter green there. And then we'll do the same around the edges of this, but not around the actual water. I can do it a little bigger than that. There we go. There's that. Then we'll do it around here as well. Because it is going to be a Spinosaurus. So, and as I recall, he does like forests, so we're going to try to give him as much as we can here. Manually placing trees, because I'm a crazy person, but it's fine, because it'll look cool in the end. Okay. Now, the idea is we're going to have this a little bit raised up. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of like a hill, basically. Maybe we'll smooth it out a little bit, because that looks a little bit wonky. There you go. There we go. Yeah. And then maybe do the same back here as well. Have a little slope back here. Maybe a bigger slope back here. That actually will work. And we're going to do it. Where the fence is in there too. There we go. I really need to get the point of this mountain to be right at the fence line. That's what I'm trying to do here. Because I don't want him to, like, be back here at all. There we go. Beautiful. That actually worked out very well. We're going to go ahead and put some more green. Actually, we're going to put some stone on this. On the back wall here. And on the top part of this. Leading down into the green. There we go. That actually looks really cool. That looks really sweet. I like it. So there's that. Now, as far as viewing, how are we gonna view it? This would actually make sense for Foxy anyway, because, you know, he's super dangerous, so they wouldn't have the thing right up on top of the viewing area for you. And it also just makes sense because now you can just see everything. So, go ahead and get some fish feeders in this business, and then we will do what we need to do. There we go. I'm going to put 3 of them in there because we're going to have 3 different kinds of dinosaurs in here, I think. Because my idea that I just thought of just now is to do Foxy, Mangle, and Roxanne Wolf. Probably the 3 most popular Foxy variants, if I'm honest. So, well, and like regular Foxy, but like, you know what I mean. So let me go to this and let me see how I'm going to handle that. I feel like there's a way to make a gray and like purple Spinosaurus. And so I feel like the Spinosaurus needs to be Roxanne Wolf. Let me look, because I don't remember. I think, is it Death Valley? Oh, it totally is. It's Death Valley and Rana, maybe. I'm going to have to, here's the thing, I'm going to have to make a couple, because I have no idea. I genuinely don't remember. So we're going to make one of those, and we're going to do one of, if I can't make it look like Roxanne Wolf, then I will attempt to do something else. Maybe we'll also do the white. And wait, is there like a, is there a gray? There is. That might be closer. We'll try that too. Death Valley with lithobates instead of the regular thing. We'll try both of those, and then as far as the baryonyx is going to be Foxy. The just straight baryonyx is going to be Foxy. Plus, it's only going to be one of them. Well, it's only going to be one of each anyway. But there's actually wait. Don't you need like 3 Suchomimuses? Maybe I won't do Suchomimus then. Maybe we'll just do baryonyx and Suchomimus. Or baryonyx, Suchomimus, baryonyx, and Spinosaurus. Although I guess if they're always happy, it doesn't actually matter if I only have 1 Suchomimus, does it? Alright. Go ahead and do this. I think that pretty much is going to look good for Foxy. I'm pretty sure that's okay. So, oh, you know what I didn't do, though? There's no forest, like I said I wanted to put in here. Oopsies. Let me get here to the tropical. Mediterranean probably makes more sense, but I think the tropical just kind of works. I like the tropical look better. Boom. You be able to see over that? No. but that's okay. Hold on. can solve that problem. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and put some more foliage decorations over here. Okay. Very cool. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Maybe we'll also kind of mix it with the regular forest. I actually kind of like that idea as well. Of kind of, you know, kind of putting a little pocket of just like the normal foliage around. And maybe putting a little bit around here too. Just to really sell the idea that it does, in fact, blend in. And maybe, like, that it has, like, two different, like, I don't know, biomes to it or something. I don't know, I kind of like the idea. Yeah, I like it. It's got, like, a half and half look to it, and I kind of like that. I kind of really do. So, alright. Let's go look at these dinosaurs. Go ahead and get that. Ooh. We're gonna hope that doesn't matter, and if it does, I'm so sorry. To the baryonyxes, or the baryonyx. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and release this and see if I'm correct about this looking a little bit like Foxy. Ooh. I can't see it because it's shadowed. I just need the color palette to be right. Can I get down here in first person, turn my damn flashlight on? Okay. Yeah. It's... You know what I might try? Maybe just plain red would be better. Because I don't think I like the pattern. Let's try that. Alright. Well, we're gonna leave you in there, because you'll be fine. Oh, rocks. Totally forgot about rocks. We're gonna go ahead and do the tropical rocks, because I like them better anyway. Shits and giggles, we're also gonna put a temperate rock over there, just randomly. Okay. So there's that, and then let me go down here to this. Baryonyx again, let me get this Baryonyx out. Yeah, that's better. That's already 1,000 times better. Because I don't know what it is about the pattern on the Baryonyx, but it shrouds the whole skin. In fact, there's already a pattern on this thing. The unpatterned Baryonyx is more patterned than like anything I've ever seen. Okay, so we're gonna tranquilize we're gonna tranquilize both of them. But this one's gonna get moved over. This one's gonna get sold. Yeah, it's just he's too dark for what I'm trying to do. Okay, this one's gonna get moved over. Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and pop him down. And then we'll have to look at both of these Spinosaurus and see if I have what I need. Was there a way to make a Baryonyx that was white? Was that a thing? Yes, there is. Now, this one I do want to do white and black. Do I? Yeah. That's the closest we're going to get to Mangle. I'm not going to get, like, white and anything else. I swear to God. My nose. Not stop being a dick. Okay. Because obviously I'm not going to get like a white and pink baryonyx or something like that. I mean, it would be cool, but it's not, it doesn't work that way. So, alright, number 1 is going to be sold. Alright. Go ahead and see what we got going on with this baryonyx. Now that there's some actual light happening. Yep. It's actually just kind of perfect. There we go. Alright. Tranquilize this son of a bitch, and then let me go over here and release the first Spinosaurus. So this is supposed to look like Roxanne Wolf. I don't know if it's going to. Well, it certainly sounds like her. Ooh, that's not bad, actually. That's not terrible. It's a lot of purple, though. Didn't think about that. Okay, let's check this one. My damn controller just fell off. That's better. That's better. Because, yeah, okay. So, here's the deal, right? Well, is that much better? No, you know what? I think I like this one better. Because this is almost... It's gray, but it's almost green. Yeah. I think that's the way to go on that. Because this is too... I don't know what's happening here. This is too red or something. I thought it was more of a gray, but it's not. This is like a gray-green, and purple. That's just perfect. So, alright. This Spinosaurus is going to go. This Spinosaurus is going to the thing. This is Mangle. She's going to go to the fence. Let's go ahead and... Oh, yeah, that's very cool. He's very dark, and that's just kind of how that worked out, unfortunately, so that's fine. But that's Foxy. And then... Okay, yeah, so that's... Okay, so then the purple one. Transport that over. And then... Mangle should be on her way, is she? Mangle... Are you going? Mangle's going. Okay. Good. And then this one is just going to be sold. Because... it's terrible. If I'm honest. So there we go. Alright. I think that's all I need to do for Foxy. Because, I mean, we could also call... does Mangle look more like Funtime Foxy, maybe? We could just call it that. Instead of calling it Mangle. I'll see what it looks like. I don't really know. So, but I do believe that's going to do it for this episode. Once we get all those guys moved over, I'll fast forward through this when I record it. Yeah, I don't know, the unpatterned baryonyx. It's crazy how patterned an unpatterned baryonyx is. Like, that's not straight red. He's got a lot going on. So it's kind of crazy, but it's very cool. So it also works out because he's going to be the alpha of the two of them because he was there first. So yeah, I'll see if that's more like a Mangle or a Funtime Foxy deal going on there. I'm not really sure. So we'll look and check. See how I feel about it. Okay, baryonyx number 3. Can you move? Thank you. Okay. Really, it's not any of them because, again, the pattern just soiled it. But we're going to call it Mangle. Plus, Mangle's just a really cool name for a baryonyx anyway. So, like, I kind of like it. And we're going to call this Spinosaurus Roxanne because why not? Maybe I'll call it Roxy. Just to kind of, because Roxanne seems very official, or very like, you know, like a person rather than an animal. So we're gonna call it Roxy. There we go. Perfect. Yep. Yeah, that color palette is actually awesome. I love the noises. Just the angry. Oh, they're panicking. Uh-oh, that's bad. Does he dislike him? Dislikes everything due to aggressive trait. Shit! Okay, we're gonna have to deal with that then. Or maybe we're not. Maybe Roxanne will just keep scaring Foxy and Mangle off, and it'll be funny. And then partway through one of the episodes, she'll just kill Foxy or Mangle. So that should be great. But anyway, that is gonna do it for this episode of Jurassic World Evolution 2. If you have enjoyed, leave a like and a comment down below. And yeah, I'm super proud of my Freddy Fazbears. This looks really cool. I'm super proud of this. I gotta be honest. So maybe that's kind of silly of me, but I'm super proud of this. Here, I gotta get a good pose for Freddy. Maybe instead of being in that mode, let me get into capture mode and get a good pose for Freddy, because I gotta get the thumbnail, you know. But that being said, have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.